All right, blue collar plumber. Dear Billy Baldwin, I've been listening since 2016 and love anything you are associated with. Thank you. I recently listened to the Monday morning podcast for July 14th, 2025. All right, that would be the last one. And a listener wrote in about plumber versus hardware and would like to chime in. I worked both. Oh, yeah. There was a big argument where the plumber said he was blue collar and said a guy who worked in a hardware store was not blue collar. So my argument was like, all right, well, he doesn't have a trade, but he's not white collar. What is he? Dude, you're no collar. You work in a fucking store. I worked with, okay, so this person said I worked in both. I think plumbing is more blue collar and difficult. All right, well, I don't think that the argument was whether or not it was more or less blue collar. I thought the argument was, I'm a plumber, I'm blue collar. You work in a hardware store, you're not blue collar at all. I don't know. Anyway, quick story. Knowing we will be replacing all the shit pipes in the underground garage, we put posts all over the apartment complex giving days and times not to flush. All right, let me read that. Now I know what I'm talking about here. Quick story. Knowing we will be replacing all the shit pipes in the underground garage. Literally the shit pipes. I thought you just meant the bad the old pipes. The shit pipes in the underground garage. We posted all over the apartment complex giving times and days not to flush. And of course, the moment we took out the main shit pipe, we started hearing rumbling. We instantly started moving away from the pipe and water comes flying out along with the super turd that bounced off the toolbox and hit me in my calf. Oh my God. I was so angry until this tiny old lady came down and apologized, and she said she couldn't hold it and had to get to an appointment and felt bad. Oh my God, dude. Why did you tell me that story? Whatever the point of that story was, you won. Plumbing is more blue collar because you got hit in the leg by a fucking shit from somebody from the greatest generation? I mean, I think you can be a carpenter and that doesn't happen. But I wouldn't say that they're any more blue collar than you. Jesus Christ. Can we just stop here for a second and just, take a time to mentally thank plumbers and what they have to go through? Oh my God. I can tell you one thing plumbers aren't doing, going home and watching scat. Listen, I see that all day at work. It does nothing for me. It's like being a bouncer at a titty bar. Like you go in there every night and there's just naked women walking around. After a while, maybe it just doesn't do anything for you anymore. Well, that was one of the more bizarre stories I've ever heard. I've been puked on twice. I can tell you that. One time, my whole family, when I was growing up, we got food poisoning. I was in the process of puking, and we were living in this split-entry house. Not split-entry, a two-family house. So one of the side doors, to the original house before they slammed the wall in the middle of the house was you'd open the side door that was our back door to the front half of the house that we owned. You'd open it, and there was like a bathroom right when you opened it, like a half a bath, toilet and a sink. And then there was a kitchen, and then the living room, and then the stairs, and you went up to the family room on the other side of that, right? So I was puking in that half a bathroom, and my brother had to puke, and he came running in, and I was already puking, and the fucking sink was right there. But we were young, we were kids, and he's just thinking you puke in the toilet. So he just fucking puked. Like my hands were holding the bowl as I was puking, and then he puked on my fucking head. So I was done puking, and he was continuing to puke, and I was just giving him uppercuts into his stomach, trying to beat the shit out of him. So then my mother and father were laughing, and, as my mother was, washing my hair, and I was, crying, going, it isn't funny. And, they were just cracking up. Because that's what you did with your kids back then. You just fucking laughed. It was funny. Then another time, I was a struggling comedian, so I was taking a bus to LaGuardia Airport, and we were right there, and this guy fucking stood up with no warning and started to walking back towards the back double doors, and he just projectile vomited, hit this poor old lady in the right shoulder, and then it ricocheted off and hit, I remember, my sock, my shoe, and the side of my luggage. And he didn't say anything and just got off the bus. I was like, what the fuck? And then we stopped, and I just went into the nearest airport. Oh my God. I had to fucking throw everything out. All right, that's what that story just reminded me of. But you know what? I would rather have that happen than get hit in the ankle with the shit. This is gross. I don't do gross out humor. All right.